practice to every once in a while state to yourself the obvious. Like, your wife married down. Newborns are funny looking. And biblical manhood's impossible. A bar you will never reach. Kind of like salvation. Something that is only completed and brought to fruition through Christ and Christ alone. Amen. And you can push yourself, you can force yourself, you can grit your teeth, but good luck. Yet and still I find a much worse enemy than failure is comfortable. Don't you ever get comfortable. That's right. When life closes the curtains to convince you that it's nighttime, don't believe it. Don't believe it. When they tell you it's a must-have and you can't live without it, listen, you don't need it. You don't need it. Little homie, when they tell you that and only that is beautiful, tell them I don't see it. I don't see it. Say, don't believe them. You don't need it. I don't see it. And it took us so long to get here, is what the old men would say. And here really ain't that special. I mean, was it all you hoped for? Was it all you wished and dreamed? I remember the daydreams of a preteen boy on grandmama's porch. A motley crew of ashy-kneed colored boys yelling, "That's my car," when a nice one rolled by. Bathing in that Cali summer afternoon sunset, heads back on the driveway, eyes straight into the sky as to drown out the smog and drug transactions we were obviously surrounded by. One day I'm gonna make it. But what is it? Objects, things, comfort, calm. And it's all to realize that calm really ain't that calm. And the struggle is much more enjoyable when the end ain't clutched. And the moment you realize you're consumed with first world problems, it's eerie how uncomfortable it is when we get too comfortable. Like the notion that if you set these set of notions, then your soul's premium is secure. And you searching for new mountains to climb as if you conquered the first one. You ain't done, you're just comfortable. Is this what we've been working to? The journey to okayness, to equilibrium, to homeostasis that we mistakenly perceive as peace? And it's like our soul's drive has moved to the suburbs, right? And imperfectly manicured lawns and neatly streets and safe schools and parks, that's a good place to grow a little potbelly, right? And them identical strip malls can feel a little claustrophobic. It's eerie. Where did your drive go? It's uncomfortable how it is. When we get too comfortable, don't you dare close them curtains. It's not nighttime. You do not need another object, and that is not beautiful. You need to make. Gather up the gravel. Like how the Father fashioned from mud everything we know and love. He made lumps of coal, and we got soul from God's nostrils. We are blood-bought mudbloods, walking terracottas. Now you make something out of nothing, I dare you, and stare straight into the status quo like, do I scare you? Make the mainstream, everybody around, your enemies, your fears, tremble and fall, then point them all to the Savior until they all stand in awe. Make, push yourself, force yourself. You feel the pain, lean into it. Growl, lose your voice like you mean to do it. This is the P90X of manhood. Build up resilience. My pen don't give brain breaks. It makes you brilliant. You should feast on God's catalog. Update your dialogue and let the foolish still build schools of thoughts out of Lincoln logs. I'm from the hood. The big homie Chewy off of Hoover used to school me like, everything in life, you either do it right or do it twice. Homie, opt in like you ain't got an option. Confirm God's calling like you all in. And when the combined forces of 4 horsemen forged in hell's furnaces challenge you to face up, show them what you made of. Listen, don't you ever get comfortable. Don't you ever get comfortable.